आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Hello everyone. In the question we have Z is this determinant and we have to tell whether this Z is purely real or purely imaginary, an imaginary number that is not purely imaginary, or it is both real and both purely imaginary. So let us write down the determinant that we have. This is Z is equals to determinant of minus 5, 3 minus 4 iota, 5 plus 7 iota in the first column, and it is 6, 8 minus 7 iota, 5 minus 7 iota. Hello everyone. We have the question, if Z is this determinant, then we have to find whether Z is purely real or purely imaginary, or it is imaginary number that is not purely imaginary, where a not equals to 0 and b not equals to 0, both purely real and purely imaginary. So this is the option D. Now let us write down the given determinant that we have. Z is equals to the determinant minus 5, 3 minus 4 iota, 5 plus 7 iota, 3 plus 4 iota, 6, 8 minus 7 iota, 5 minus 7 iota, 8 plus 7 iota, and 9. Now we will be using the properties of determinant to solve the value of Z, which is our determinant. Let's say this is some delta. Now by the properties of determinant, one of the properties says that if we interchange the rows and columns of a determinant, delta, then the value of delta, that is the determinant, does not change, or it will remain same. That means if we interchange the rows and columns of this Z determinant, then it will simply remain Z again. So we can use this property, and let us now interchange the rows and columns. So the row 1 will become column 1. So this will be minus 5, 3 plus 4 iota, and 5 minus 7 iota. Second row will become second column, 3 minus 4 iota, 6, 8 plus 7 iota, and the third row will be third column, 5 plus 7 iota, 8 minus 7 iota, and 9. Now we have to find the value of Z in this question. So let us say this is some equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Now we can add equation 1 and 2 by adding, this will be adding 1 and 2, we will get Z and Z will give 2Z. So this will be 2Z in left hand side, and here each element corresponding to the element in the second equation will add upon. So this will be minus 5 plus minus 5, that will be minus 10, and similarly the diagonals will add upon 6 and 6, 12, 9 and 9, 18. Also for the off diagonal elements 3 plus 4 iota and 3 minus 4 iota. Now we can see all the imaginary part values will cancel out. 3 minus 4 iota and 4 iota. 4 iota and minus 4 iota will cancel out, and we will be having 3 and 3 only. Here we will be having 5 and 5 only, and similarly for the other values we will get. So this will be 3 and 3, 3 from here and 3 from this determinant. So this is 3 plus 3, 6. This will be 5 plus 5, 5 from the other value. And similarly, we will be having twice of each real part. So this is 6, 10, 16 and 16. Now we can take 2 common from each row. So this is actually, we can write it as 2 times minus 5, 2 times 3, 2 times 5. And this is 2 times 3, 2 times 5, 2 times 6, 2 times 8, 2 times 8 and 2 times 9. This is 2z. Now we can take 2 common from each row or from each column. Let's say we are taking from first row. This is R1, R2 and this is R3. So taking 2 common from R1, R2, R3, what we will have? We will have 2z and this will be 2 into 2 into 2. So this is 2 cube and we are left with the value minus 5, 3, 5, 3, 6, 8, 5, 8 and 9. So this will, here it is 2 and this will give us z is equals to, this is z is equals to 4, 2 square and this will be the determinant of this. Now let us solve this determinant here. Let us expand this determinant along the row 1. So along the row 1 we can see here that the first element minus 5 as it is and with the product of the elements 6 into 9 54 and 8 times 8 64. So we will write here 54 minus 8 times 8 64. Now this is for the first element minus 5, for the second element minus 3 as it is A12. So this will give minus term, it is A11, so it will be positive and minus 5 is itself negative. So this is minus 5. This term will give negative because this is 1, 2 and A13 is 5. So this will again be a positive term. So by using the formula of determinant, if we solve this, this is 3 times, this will be 3 into 9, 27 and minus 8 times 5, 40 and this is plus 5 times 3 times 8, 24 minus 30. Now this will simply give minus 5 times minus 10 minus 3 times minus 13 and plus into minus 6. So this will be the value of z, final value will be 50. This will be 50 plus 39 minus 30 and this will give 59 into 4 and z that we have is 236. Now clearly we have got 236 without any iota term. That means no imaginary part, only the real part it is having. So that means our z is purely real. So this is what we have to prove. Thank you.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।